It is in every human being's DNA to tell a story. Don't be fearful because it stops you from trying, it stops you from learning.
Your heart beats fast and you get a sense of achievement.
If you don't try, you will never know.
But as long as you're willing to bash through it, I think times are going to be very, very exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our National Youth Film Awards 2022 nominees, beginning with the student category. From Ant Nest, Colette, Deviana, Eliza, Haley, Karis, Jingwei, Sandra, and Terry.
From Bahei, Daniel, John, Jason, Jocelyn, Jazz, and Jeremy.
Let's give it up for them. From Baking with Love, Yun Sing, Rian, and Xiaoya.
From Beyond the Flaws, Ambrose, Anna, Florence, and Nizam.
From Chasing Dead Ends, Brian, Clarice, Owen, and Valerie.
From Cryptid Hunter, Wang Yiting.
And from Dirty Laundry, Xin Yun, Angel, Zintet, Cho Shun Le, Muhammad Kairu Amir, Renee, Carlin, and Vanessa.
From Fetch, Christopher, Eric, and Stephanie.
From Fishball Chase, Avery, Ziting, and Elizabeth.
From +65 with Love, Avril, Nurain, Tella Jen Francis, and Trang Long.
From Go Home, Chloe, Christian, Jacob, Shi'an, Joy, Ryan, Kiju, and Junming.
From Is It Cold in Winter, Ferdaus, Ryan, and Seth.
From Zhuang, Alva, Hashif, Kylia, Muhammad Zul, Nakib, Amira, and Patricia.
From Keiru, Chi Haru.
From Kitty, Xiaoxuan, Cewen, and Shintaro.
From Loose Threads, Cheyenne and Jessica.
From May the Shadows Burn Again, Joshua, Gavin, Treyley, Emma Jane, and Winnie.
From Monday Blues, we have Matthew.
From Noda, Ashraf, Cassandra, Hazwan, Kendrick, Kyrell, Khalid, Nurin, and Sanjitha.
From Pin, Wenjing, Yan Shelby, and Chuan Chi.
From State, Bernadette, Feline, and Sherry.
And from Tamago, we have Alex.
From The Last Stop, Bervin, Alvin, and Jingsheng.
From the wet, the wild, and the wondrous, we have Crystal, Sophia, Rayburn, and Ishin.
From unspoken words, Nuru Hazira.
From writings on the wall, Simin, Derek, Jiaen, K. Ravindran, and Zheng Hao.
From time flows in strange ways on Sundays, Clyde, Dion, Giselle, Xiangying, and Neza.
From the scent of eucalyptus oil, Angel, Harrison, Iris, Kendrick, Khalid, Anchi, Zhiyi, and Winnie.
From Red Thread, Joash, Lin, Sharon, and Xing Xin.
From the story of chaos, Yu Ting.
Next up, from the open youth category, from A Man Trembles, we've got Braden, Li Jie, Judith, Li Xuan, Lincoln, Mark, and Mark.
And from Adita Alika, Cardad's Griefs and Losses, we have Aditi.
From After Midnight, Cheryl.
From Alta, Enervin, Sadesh, and Vignesh Waran.
From Back to One, Kang Sheng and Zhi Qi.
And from Barristers, Christine and Terrence.
From Bayang Bayang Nenek Moyang, Angelina, Hannah, Nicolette, Phoebe, Rifial, Yimin, and Yushen.
From Chasing the Dark, Jeremy, Yuan, Leon, and Martin.
From Dating X60, Amira, Fitri, Jolene, and Yuan.
From Forgotten Fathers, Jessica, Jolene, Yuan, and Zhiti.
From Game for Life, C. Kunalan, Gratefulness to My Coaches, we've got Jeremy, Lavita, OKJ, and Yushen.
Home Planet, Angeline, Mindy, Jamie, Jingeng, Maximilian, Zhitin, Muzaffar, Oscar, and Tasha.
From Letters to Burn, we've got Vida.
And from Newborn, we have Bunis, Ibrahim, Shoki, Elin, Sulwin, and Judith.
From No Lawnmower Here, Ariana.
From No Strings Attached, Jolene, Lan Yu, Yuan, Ju Hui, and Rebecca.
From Old Man and Cat, Jessica and Wendy.
Our ace story, we have Gladys, Jeremy, Jolene, Yuan, and Yun Ping.
From Peaches, Charlotte.
And from Prawn Noodles and a Dream, we have DJ.
From Proximities, Valerie and Zukairi.
From Rock, Paper, Scissors, Elsa, Anne Lee, and Isabel.
From Sam, we've got Basil, Yiqin, and Duan Hao.
And from Sayang, we have Carissa.
From Silly Little Tasks, Piper.
From SMRT Peace, we have Charlotte.
From Sweat, we've got Elizabeth.
And from the 12th Man, the Football Collector, we have Nur Hidayat, Tianrong, and Shamsul.
From The Sea Between Us, Sadesh, Geraldine, Jermaine, and Yuga.
And last but not least, from An Island Drifts, we have Mariel, Quintus, Shian, and Vivian.
Congratulations once again to all our talented nominees this afternoon.
And to our esteemed jurors, partners, sponsors, industry professionals, and of course, talented youth filmmakers, a very warm welcome to SCAPE, home of the 8th National Youth Film Awards. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Shane, and we're your hosts for today. Now, in case you find us familiar, that's also because we're from the podcast Fresh Off the Pot by
right.
SCAPE, which you can also hear on Spotify.
Today, though, we are in a very different mode, as you
Okay.
can tell from our outfits. So can I say how dashing you look, Shane?
Oh, thank you. And you yourself look amazing,
I know.
dazzling, as amazing as the show we have lined up for you this afternoon.
But first, let's not forget our viewers at home catching the live stream of NIFA 2022. Remember to like, comment, and share your support for our nominees today.
Now, the past 2 years have been full of changes, but you know what? It feels like we've finally reached a stage where the new normal is starting to make sense.
I think it's been a crazy journey for all of us here, But I love that despite the fact that everything is changing, you know, the local youth film industry has continued to grow and flourish, and here we are today. And this is all thanks to Scape for always supporting youth, talent, and leadership development by providing them with integrated resources and multi-channel opportunities to create, explore, experiment, and showcase their work.
Now, speaking of journeys, that's dreams.
So 8 years later, with the discovery of the metaverse, NFTs, and how all these developments will shape the future of the film industry, you know, Shane,
Yes.
I can't wait to see the infinite possibilities that the future has in store for us, because this is a total revolution.
And that's why this year's key visual, which we have seen in your invite cards, as well as even on the screen right behind us right now, is a glimpse into the metaverse and the world of film and animation. And of course, the key visual is designed by none other than 2021's Best Animation Award winner from the student category, Yao Su-xian.
So let's give Shu a big hand as she tells us more about her creative process. Shu, please.
Hi, I'm Shu. I'm an illustrator by profession, but I also do animation as like a personal avenue. And this year, I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to create the artwork for NIFA. So I really wanted it to be a glimpse into the metaverse of animation and film. So you see a lot of elements that are sort of homage to the filmmaking icons, including elements from post-production software as well as filmmaking hardware. And the whole scene is centered around this number 8 that is filled with all these like organic waves that make it look like it's ebbing and flowing like a live organism. And the backdrop is like a neon-lit city that is surrounded by plumes that almost look like a portal that you could step into. So aside from this, since winning the award, I've been really lucky to have been able to share about my film and creative practice through the media, and also having to meet lots of people from different parts of the industry, including the creative and non-creative sectors. And even though I don't work professionally in animation, I've been lucky enough to meet lots of passionate, similar people to me, and I've been able to contribute to their wide range of communities through all sorts of medium and on personal fronts and also professional fronts. So I do hope that everybody finds their community here today, and I'm really proud of the amount of talent that's here in this room, and really proud to be part of this generation. So hope you guys have fun, and everybody all the best. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Shu, for that sharing. So please remember to follow @ScapeSG on social media and @National Youth Film Awards on Facebook, and continue showing your love and support for our local youth filmmakers. You can also scan the QR code on the screen now to download an e-copy of the program booklet, where you can view the full list of awards and prizes.
That's right, and for all those of you who are watching the live stream, please like, comment, and share so that everyone can learn more about Singapore's talented youth filmmakers.
And with that, let's dive straight into this afternoon's show. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Act 1.
We want to be that platform where they feel that they are safe to lend their voice, to talk about certain issues that whether they are comfortable with or uncomfortable with, they should be able to raise that through the medium of film.
Filmmaking isn't just about making films, it's an avenue for connecting with society. It's a way for us to express what's important and fundamental to our values of different generations.
It is in every human being's DNA to tell a story. So I think we're all storytellers. No matter what industry you're in whatever field you're at, you have a story, and it's important to let that come out.
NIFA is a platform to give our young people an opportunity to not just make films, but to also express their creativity and also what's on their minds.
What we seek to do is to enable all these young filmmakers as well as the industry to come together, to network, to collaborate and spark conversations. It serves a talent pipeline for the industry.
To help with that, then that's where Scape can offer an outlet for them in terms of offering that space for them to do that.
Conversations for collaborations happen in the most organic environments, and that's what we try to foster a lot at what we do at Scape.
It is a great safe space to do so, and therefore it's a fantastic platform and should never be one that we downplay. And so those are the hopes and one of the aspirations behind starting NIFA.
Now, our journey today would not have been possible without the help of the people who believe and dream alongside with us. A big thank you goes out to our program partners, Objectives, with support from the National Youth Council and Infocom Media Development Authority.
And not forgetting our award partners, Mocha Chai Laboratories, Majors Institute of Excellence, Sony and Cafe Photo, and of course, our award supporters, Audio Technica, Screenwriters Association of Singapore, Creative and the Actors Society. So thank you so much for all the support and awesome prizes. And also, not forgetting, our technical partner, ITC and 11 Productions.
Also, this year we have a really interesting lineup of award presenters. As part of the journey theme, our presenters come from all walks of film life. Now this year, we shine a light on the unsung heroes working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring films to life, from producers to cinematographers and art directors. I can't wait to hear about what they have to share about their craft right here this afternoon.
But last but not least, a huge shout out to all our youth filmmakers here with us today. Thank you for sharing your passion work with us.
And now the moment that we have all been waiting for, the awards presentation itself. To kick things off, here are our nominees for the student category.
I'm not sure about you, but I'm loving the cheers, Shane.
Yes.
So we received a total of 214 student entries this year, and the jury feels that the quality of this year's films is simply outstanding. It has been challenging to compare drastically different films within the same breath, and there are moments of strong contentions between equally strong titles. We see new and fresh approaches to stories, and we hope that student filmmakers can continue to be brave and ambitious in their careers.
That's right. And our first set of award presenters are from the Scape family and firm believers in youth. One of them spends his days expanding opportunities and aspirational pathways for young Singaporeans, while the other devotes her time to support and empower youths to live their dreams through curated programs right here at Scape. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in putting our hands together to welcome David Chua, Chairman of Scape, and Ivy Lim, Executive Director of Scape.
So welcome, David and Ivy. We are really very happy to have you here with us on the NIFA 2022 stage. So speaking of which, David, we understand that you were also a part of this year's jury. So what were your thoughts on this year's entries?
For this year, I really liked the different way you tell your stories. So the storyboarding and the storytelling was more interesting. I also liked the different camera angles, and I remember one film where it was all shot from an altar. So as the name suggests, it's one of the films. I also liked the acting quality, and I saw a lot of young, very young actors that have very promising talent. And for me personally, I saw a lot more cats as well, and I'm a cat owner, so yeah, that one resonated with me. But whether pre-COVID, during COVID, or as we enter the metaverse era, what speaks to me is how your films always tell of the tenacity and vulnerability of the human spirit. And for me, that always strikes a chord. So thank you very much for that.
Let's give ourselves a huge round of applause. And maybe let's check in with Ivy. So, Ivy, how does it feel to finally be able to, celebrate NIFA in person with our live audience right here today?
Well, I can only say that it's been a long time coming. So we hunkered down for, 3 years so far?
Yep.
For COVID. And I'm really glad that we are finally able to open up and enjoy the experience with all of you here in the house over this amazing event. And I wish that, it's not a wish, and I'm sure that there will be more to come. And I hope everyone have a good time today. Take full advantage of the energy, the vibe, and the connections that you will have, in person today, and enjoy your day. Thank you so much.
I think we can really all agree that there's nothing like being here together in person. So with that, let's get on with the awards.
That's right. First up, a screenplay is the foundation of any good film. Screenplays demand extreme clarity and creativity in terms of visual descriptions. They challenge and confound even the most talented writers, Ebeth.
And that's why the winner for Best Screenplay will receive $1,000 in cash and prizes, sponsored by the Screenwriters Association of Singapore and Majors Institute of Excellence.
And now for the results.
And the best student screenplay, the winner, is Kyo Shun Lee from Dirty Laundry.
Dirty Laundry tells of a sensitively crafted coming-of-age story that portrays the cultural and generational conflicts experienced by a minority in Singapore. To turn something seemingly mundane and personal into a universally understood story is what most writers strive for, and one that the film succeeded in achieving.
Congratulations once again.
She has a lot of friends, as you can tell.
A lot. Loving the energy right here today. All smiles for the camera. And congratulations, Shun. Before you go, would you like to just say a few words and tell us more about your process?
This mic, okay. Oh dear. Oh shit, okay. Thank you. Thank you to my team, obviously. Okay, I have no idea what to say. Okay, thank you so much, Lynette, for everything. Angel for doing amazing sound design. Renee for doing amazing editing. Kai, of course, for the amazing art design as well. Xin Yun and Kain and who else? Can't remember. Jun Ming for the gaffing as well. Joanna, my AD, oh my god, silence on set, yes, I love it. Okay, I think I started writing Dirty Laundry simply because I wanted to make a story about women and it's about negotiating between being a woman in your own right, having autonomy over your own decisions and whatnot, and also negotiating with being a good daughter to your parents as well. So I think we are all negotiating in life, and even currently right now, as I've already graduated, I'm negotiating my creative worth in currencies of salaries and freelance rates as well. So it's really just a story about negotiating, and I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm very thankful to my team, and of course my professors as well. I think Lilin Wee is here somewhere in the crowd. Ross as well, thank you. Yes, thank you, Lilin. I started writing Dirty Laundry in her class. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations once again. Thank you. Thank you, and lots of inspiration.
What an amazing fan base.
Yes. We've got more to come. That's just award number 1.
So moving on to our next award, on a film set, an art director is responsible for all of the artistic and visual designs. It is the art director's job to realize the creative vision that eventually give productions their unique visual identity. So think of films like Avatar, Batman, and my personal favorite, Grand Budapest.
Right. And the winner for Best Art Direction will walk away with $1,000 in cash and amazing prizes sponsored by Majors Institute of Excellence and Cathay Photo.
And so, without further ado, let's take a look at the results.
So the winner for Best Art Direction student category is Ho Jia En from Writings on the Wall.
The art direction had a consistent and evocative visual style that brought life and believability to the world of the film, conveying the characters' inner worlds and the socio-economic forces that act upon them. Congratulations once again to Ho Jia En. And we see her making her way on stage right now.
She too has an amazing fan base.
Everyone has an amazing fan base. I wish I had one. But once again, congratulations, Jia En.
We'll now like to invite Jia En to say a few words here.
Hi everyone. Thank you, NIFA, for this award. I think my team and I really appreciate it. So I would like to thank my team, Ravin, Sumit, Win, Derek, and Jethro as well. And then also our mentor, Ross. Yeah, thank you so much for being part of this team and making this happen. And also all of the crew that came down to help us, our friends and family that give us a lot of support. And then I'm sure that all of us made this film made our films, especially during this batch of NIFA awards, within the pandemic. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm glad that we got to do it together. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations once again to Jia En. Okay, Shane.
Yes.
What are you doing? We are in the midst of an awards ceremony.
Well, it is for our next award category. When you hear this tune that I just hummed, right, what do you think of? Okay, never mind. Let's ask David and Ivy. David and Ivy, help us out here. Do you all recognize the tune or not? Or do you want me to do it again?
Is it Smurf? No.
Please, we don't want you to do
like
it again.
I look like a Smurf today. No,
I imagine lightsabers in some faraway galaxy.
We're getting there. It is
Star Wars?
Star Wars!
You are right. And that's why we're moving on to our next award. Great sound design can really elevate a film from acceptable to exceptional. So sound effects and music are the unsung heroes behind the thrills you feel when you watch a film.
Now, the winner of Best Sound Design will receive $1,000 in cash and some awesome prizes sponsored by Mocha Chai Laboratories, Creative, and Audio Technica. And now for the results.
And the winner for the Best Sound Design is Bervin Chua Lien from The Last Stop.
As an animation film, the sound design holds equal importance as the visuals. Through the creative sound design in The Last Stop, the familiar soundscape of an MRT train was transformed into one of heart-pounding tension.
I love trains, just saying. Okay. Congratulations once again to Bervin.
I'm sure he loves trains as well.
Okay, I'll make this fast. Thank you to my five-man team. Here, Alvin, Jingsheng, Rodolfo, Martin at home. Thank you, Prof. Hannes, for coming down as well. I didn't expect winning for sound design, so it's an animation. I hope you watch it. It's called The Last Stop, plugging it here. Should be on YouTube soon. Can I do this? Yeah, thank you so much for everyone who helped us in making this film, and thank you NYFA for making all this possible. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to Bervin Chua Lee, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching that animation.
That's right. Now we're moving on to our next award. A great original score is an art form in itself. So with the director's vision, the original score can really heighten a film's emotion by creating an oral mood for each scene.
The winner of Best Original Music will be presented with $1,000 in cash and goodies from Creative and Audio Technica.
And with that, let's take a look at the results.
So the winner for Best Original Music student category is Sandra Sek and Ness.
Congratulations, Sandra. The music complemented and sculpted the emotional world of Ant Nest, giving the film color and flavor. And as we speak, Sandra is making her way up on stage. Let's give it up for Sandra.
Hello everyone, I'm Sandra. Yeah, I'd like to thank NIFA for this award. I think now I can go home and write a song about sorry, I'm a bit nervous. About the imposter syndrome, correct? Right? That was what I wanted to say. But yes, thank you to my team. I mean the team of NS. I also like to shout out to my school for the equipments and also, oh yeah, I'd like to share this award with my very good friend Ahmad, who is not here today, but he helped me a lot with the composition process. So thank you everyone for the award. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Sandra, and we want to thank David and Ivy for giving out the prizes.
And now we move on to the Open Youth Award category. Now, Elizabeth, this year we received a total of 107 entries in this category. The feedback from the jury is that this year's films display new possibilities and forms of expression, even as they're grounded in familiar sensibilities and topics.
Now, our next two award presenters are prolific in their craft. Junior Fong turned his love for movies and his vast collection of props into My Little Props House, supplying props to local and regional movie and TV productions such as Seven Letters and Our Boys to Men 3.
Joining him is Alex O, a film composer, producer, and pianist with 2 decades of experience. He is one of Singapore's most respected and versatile film composers, and his philosophy is simple: to tell stories through music. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in putting our hands together to welcome Junior Fong, who wants to be known as Small Small Tauke at My Little Props House, together with Alex O, film composer from White Noise Music.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Congratulations to all our nominees today. Open Youth category is very special because it recognizes that gap between students and established seasoned filmmakers.
Yeah, but not only that, NIFA also celebrates youth who have excelled across various aspects of filmmaking, from production to script writing, and of course my personal favorite, music and sound in film.
And now the moment you have been waiting for, let's look at the awards.
Screenwriters lay out their vision and provide the film with the team with a roadmap to build on. Now, it is without a doubt that the screenplay is important to set the film in production.
And that's why the winner for Best Screenplay will walk away with $1,000 in cash prizes, as well as some wonderful prizes sponsored by the Screenwriters Association of Singapore and Majors Institute of Excellence.
Let's look at the results.
The winner for Best Screenplay Open Youth category is Yuga J. Vahan, The Sea Between Us. Congratulations.
Addressing highly challenging and sensitive topics such as race, foster care, and isolation during the pandemic, the screenplay for The Sea Between Us manages to strike a delicate balance between being topical, issue-based, and while foregrounding the smaller, gentler moments of the everyday. So further commendation was given for managing dialogue in 3 languages: Tamil, Mandarin, and English with competency and authenticity.
I'm also nervous. Not exactly like they mentioned just now, the bridge between those who graduated and those youth. I'm considered the last because from next year onwards I can't participate in NIFA anymore. So the mask helped to cover the grey hair. Anyway, thank you very much to NIFA for this. I'd like to thank my family and friends for all the belief they've given me throughout the years. A very important thank you to my best friend Saresh Nambiar for agreeing to shoot this film and for the first person to hear the story. The story is about the border between the JB Causeway and Singapore, and it was inspired. I decided to make this because of what happened during COVID, where we found out how many people actually travel between the borders every day. So I thought that this would be the ideal story to actually introduce the world about this border that is so close to us. So I'd like to thank my whole team. The editor was also there, Vic. The art directors, the producers, the actress, Gayatri, who's sitting there as well, Gayatri Segran, who's a very established actress in Singapore, but she came on board to do all this for me. And you know, it's a short film, so we literally have no budget. And so we made all this happen, thanks to the girls who acted in this film, Jermaine and Geraldine. Thanks to the whole team, and thanks to my wife and my children for tolerating me throughout this whole process. Thank you very much. Thank you, and all the best to everyone here.
Congratulations once again to Yuga.
And now we're moving on to our next award. So art directors determine the design language of the film. Their artistic vision brings a film to aesthetic heights. It's the smallest of things in a set that can really make all the difference. And so, Junior, your career as an art director has been nothing short of amazing. So we want to ask you, can you please share with us one rookie mistake you made when you were first starting out?
Actually, I'm a rookie all the way because I'm junior.
But you are an amazing rookie, right?
I will share something when I was a PA. So when I first started out, it was a small shoot, short film, great sunny day, good feeling. I was setting up the breakfast table under the van. I put everything nicely, took photos, took out a radio. I don't know why I have a radio, put on some oldies. The wind, the breeze was very nice. And then I decided to take a video and send it into the production group chat. I said, good morning everybody, your breakfast is ready. And please come and enjoy a wonderful day. And then my handphone rang. And then the producer texted me, Junior, are you at Tanah Merah Ferry Terminal? And immediately I was like, oh my God. And then she replied with a couple of other crews. They start, ha 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 ha, LOL, LOL. And I realized that they were actually at Harbourfront Terminal. So immediately I packed all my things, drive, room, and we cut to the whole crew sitting on the ferry and having their breakfast. So I think the lesson learned is that no matter how good you feel on the day, always double check your itinerary.
That's right. Always double check your itinerary. Very good advice. I'm sure everyone here can relate. Now, you know what? For this coming award, the winner for Best Art Direction will receive $1,000 in cash and awesome prizes from Cathay Photo and Majors Institute of Excellence.
Okay, so let's double check the winner. So please tell us, who is our winner?
The winner for Best Art Direction, Open Youth category is Yuan Li, Elizabeth Shi, Sweat.
Congratulations! The inherent challenges of a stop-motion animation film notwithstanding, the art direction of Sweat manages to present an immersive and complete world of fine detail and texture that elevates this work.
Hi everyone. So I'm not Elizabeth. Elizabeth sadly couldn't make it because she had to get on a flight back to the States. But I'm her friend, Chongjing, so I'm very grateful to be receiving this on her behalf. She literally just texted me 5 minutes ago and she said, I just asked her is there anything you want me to say? And she said, I don't think I'm gonna win anything, so it's fine. But just in case, she texted me a few people to thank. But yeah, first I'll just say that I visited her in her basement studio for weeks when she was making this film, and there was definitely a lot of sweat that went into the making of it, and also tears. I think she described to me standing for 12 hours every day for weeks on end, just animating every single shot herself, and the whole entire film was put together by her. So yeah, I'd like to thank her parents, of course, for always begrudgingly supporting her and allowing her to do this. Our JC art teacher, Ms. Joanna Ng, and all of her friends for triangulating her sanity, in her words. And lastly, just everybody who convinced her to take film as a subject, because she didn't believe that she could do it. And yeah, now she's here. So thank you, everybody, and thanks, Naifa, for this.
We want to give our big congratulations to Elizabeth, although she's in the States.
Next up, with a fantastic sound design team, it feels like the film surrounds you on all sides, immersing you right into the environment.
And so, the award winner will receive $1,000 cash and other fantastic prizes sponsored by Creative and Audio Technica.
Let's take a look at who the winner is.
The winner for Best Sound Design, Open Youth category is Chen Lijie, A Man Trembles.
Now, the sound design in A Man Trembles is able to effectively establish the various physical and psychological atmospheres while retaining a sense of mystery and uncanniness that is essential to the film.
Hi, guys. Hello. Yep. So thank you, everyone. I wasn't expecting to be here also. So thank you, Mark and Li Xuan, who is not able to come today. And thank you the whole crew and all our friends in the film community that help out in this film. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations to Li Jie once again.
Now we're moving on to our next award. Best Original Music is a tight collaboration between a composer and director to beautifully enhance the narrative on screen. So Alex, while you're here with us on the NIFA stage, please share with us, if you had to choose only one, please tell us what is your favorite original score and why?
Well, I think, can we choose one?
Only one, yeah.
Well, my personal favorite is John Williams' score with Steven Spielberg's E.T., you know, the final 15 minutes of the film, you know, when the bicycle escapes velocity and flies up. And, but if I can share something more relevant or more recent, it will be Hilda's Gonadotte score with Todd Phillips' the film Joker. That part when, I think when the scene of the Joker, when he's in the bathroom and he's dancing, I thought that was the most perfect scene and score, you know, that Hilda did with, together with Todd. Yeah, and it's very believable, and you truly believe that that's when he became Joker.
Wow. Now we're all going to bookmark this into our must-watch list for this weekend. And for this category, the winner of this award walks away with $1,000 cash as well as incredible prizes sponsored by Creative and Audio Technica.
And with that, let's take a look at the results.
The winner for Best Original Music Open Youth category is Elsa Makea, Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Congratulations, Elsa. A fully composed score from start to end, the music in Rock, Paper, Scissors responds and interacts intimately with the action on screen, delivering the varying tones of drama, comedy, and playfulness that is essential to the film. Congratulations to Elsa once again.
Unfortunately, Elsa wasn't able to make it, but I'm extremely grateful on her behalf for this amazing award. Elsa is incredibly talented. You might have seen her on the NDP parade, one of the island voices, but on behalf of her, thank you to the whole team who are in the audience here. But once again, thank you ADM, thank you everyone, friends and family for tolerating us. Oh my God, but thank you so much.
Congratulations to Elsa Michaela, and thank you, Junior and Alex.
Now, we can't say this enough. Remember to support NIFA and our local filmmakers by following @ScapeSG on social media, as well as @National Youth Film Awards on Facebook. And for an e-copy of today's program, please scan the QR code that we will display on the screen.
And to our viewers back home and to those who have just tuned in, hello and welcome to the 8th National Youth Film Awards. Please remember to like and share our content to spread more awareness for NIFA and our local film community, of course. And this is all happening right here at Scape, a conducive network of facilities, communities, and partners that engage and nurture our youth.
You know what, Elizabeth? The midpoint of the journey is usually by far the hardest.
Okay.
Because this is when we make the decision about how committed we really are to achieving our goals.
Indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, come along with us as we deep dive into the midway mark of a film's production journey.
There's something special about local filmmakers, especially young ones, who find a way to put this, timestamp this, and also then be able to share it not just with the domestic population, but with the world.
There was a lot of sophisticated storytelling, and there was also a lot of daring storytelling that challenged old narratives and reframed certain issues that we are maybe used to seeing in a certain way, and I thoroughly enjoyed that.
There's a general sense of questioning one's place in the Singapore society.
We can see like a diversity of influences.
I saw a lot of hope.
One of the films that really stood out to me this year was a film that tackled something that we've seen so many times before, but again, every person brings to it your own unique voice.
That is something I resonate with on a personal level and I think on a professional level.
A diversity of different styles, of different kinds of experimentation.
Questions about identity as well, not just national, but gender as well. I think these are all rather pervasive themes that have surfaced in the works I've had the privilege to screen this year.
We can tell a diversity of story that Singaporeans aren't usually known for.
The best way to pave the way forward is by the act of doing and showing. So by sheer virtue of the fact that you're chosen to be a filmmaker, it would be remiss not to dare.
And people who challenge you to think about the stories you tell, to think about the craft that you're putting out, I think that always it helps. I think that will be a small step that will make a great impact.
This journey has been, it really helped me to find my grasp and build that confidence.
To see our films being shared with other artists also, it's a good admission for myself and also to meet other artists.
Ever since the wins from NIFA, I just gained a lot more confidence in my voice and my works. So I think just from there, I was more motivated to make more films.
So NIFA is a very accessible platform for young filmmakers and for new filmmakers to put themselves out there and to have their works be seen and to have their works be critiqued.
I guess what NIFA has, where you don't only award the top creators, but also different parts of the craft, different parts of the film. Yeah, and I think that's important to recognize.
Why, hello, Cassandra, and welcome to the NIFA 2022 stage.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Hello, everyone. How are you feeling? Great. Oh, wow. My name is Cassandra, and I am super delighted to be here to share with you Act 2.
So, Cassandra, having been a part of the creative industry for 8 years now, what strikes you the most about your journey?
Okay, so the beginning, always super exciting, right? Because the novelty for creating is super, super strong. And then you reach halfway. And then suddenly all the obstacles come, and that's when our resilience is always tested, right? So I think this is when the true achievers set themselves apart from the rest of the pack.
And that's why it's timely that our next set of awards focuses on people who have brought films to the finish line. So let's look at our next set of awards.
Our next presenter once said, "The challenge I face every day is in interpreting the colors in filmmakers' heads and translating that to the screen." Now, but when that click is made, it's really a good feeling.
So his partner for today is an animation lecturer at LaSalle College of the Arts Singapore and an award-winning animator with accolades across Asia under the banner of Aqueous Studio. So here to present our second set of awards for the Student Award category are Mark Song, colorist from the Mocha Chai Laboratories, and Ang Ting Sheng, lecturer for LaSalle College of the Arts and NIFA 2020 winner for Best Animation in the Open Youth category.
Round of applause, please.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. So, yeah, I mean, I spent so much time in the grading suite, and when I said that quote, it kind of reminded me, you know, of how filmmakers, their taste really, it really changes from filmmaker to filmmaker, and it's really a privilege for me to try to bring that vision to life.
Right, so Mark, you're doing so many wonderful things. So do you remember when was the last time you were a student? I'm the lecturer, right?
I think, well, I mean, I graduated over 10 years ago, but I still consider myself very much a student of the craft. I'm still, you know, learning something new every day, so yeah.
So to my students down there, you all better take notes of this, okay? So of course, I think if students persevere, one day you might get a chance like us to come on the stage, receive a prize, or even be giving out prizes, right?
Yeah, well, I couldn't have said it better myself, but I think enough about us. Let's get on to the first award of this segment.
All right, so Cassandra, let me ask you. Steven Spielberg, Chloe Zhao, and Francis Ford Coppola. What do these names have in common?
Of course, they are Oscar-winning directors, right?
Correct.
Now, directors are the creative visionaries of any film. How well a story is told relies heavily on the shoulders of its directors.
And that's why the winner for Best Director will be spoiled with $1,000 in cash and prizes, kindly sponsored by Mocha Chai Laboratories and Majors Institute of Excellence.
Let's have the results, please.
So, the winner for Best Director student category is Kyoshun Lee Ha, Dirty Laundry.
Every aspect of the film was beautifully crafted. The director's confident storytelling yielded great performances and a thought-provoking coming-of-age drama which effectively conveyed the nuances and emotional depths of the lead character, Sandar's world.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay, I was a mess just now, so I think I'll be more calm and composed now. Thank you, NIFA, for this award, and the award just now as well. Thank you to my team. Like, I thank you so much. This is really for you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really did not prepare anything at all, and I was confident that I'm not going to win anything. So, okay, yeah. Thank you so much. I think this is really amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you to my team. Okay, I really hope you all get to watch Dirty Laundry because I think it's a really important film about womanhood and feminism and all that stuff. What else? Thank you.
Congratulations once again to Kyoshun Lee.
I love that speech.
Right?
And now we're moving on to our next award.
Yes.
So cinematography is the art of visual storytelling. From camera placement to lighting, a good cinematographer knows how to enhance an image's depth, contrast, and contour to support the story's atmosphere.
And he or she will walk away today with $1,000 cash and a bundle of amazing prizes from Sony and Cafe Photos.
So let's find out about the results.
The winner for Best Cinematography student category is Clyde Kam. EE, time flows in strange ways on Sundays.
In Yi Yi, the camera waits like a distant observer for the story to unfold and frames it purposefully as so. This is the work of a talented cinematographer with a luminous future. As Mr. Clyde Kam is coming onto the stage.
Congratulations.
Just like to thank NIFA for the award. Also like to extend my deepest gratitude to my teammates, mentors, and everyone who worked on the film. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Clyde.
Moving on to our next award. Now, Elizabeth, they say half the story is told in the editing room. A film editor is responsible for turning raw footage into a finished, cohesive project. They guide scene development, camera angles, sound and visual effects in post-production, and I know for a fact that that is a lot of work.
Definitely more than my to-do list for today. And that's exactly why the winner for Best Editing is going to receive $1,000 in cash and program vouchers, sponsored by Majors Institute of Excellence.
Let's take a look at the results, please.
So the winner for the Best Editing Student category is Nurul Hazira Muhammad Fadil, Unspoken Words.
So the simple but effective editing in unspoken words gave generously to the audience without fear and with earnest vulnerability, yielding a story that unfolded effortlessly. It stitched together an intimate and personal world which conveyed the emotional tone of the film.
Thank you, NIFA, for this award. So basically, my film is a personal film about myself and finding answers to questions I never had the answer to about my biological dad. Sorry, I'm very nervous. I didn't expect to win this award, but thank you very much to NIFA. And also thank you to my loving partner who's supporting me over there around the audience. Thank you for supporting me since day one. Yeah, love you. So yeah, thank you very much.
Wow, what a heartfelt speech. Congratulations once again to Nurul Hazira Muhammad Fadil.
And now our next award is a special highlight by the jury. So the special jury mention only honors a film or talent that the jury feels has put up an exemplary performance. So before we move on to the next award, we want to hear from our past winner, Ting Sheng. What is that extra zing that takes a film from ordinary to extraordinary?
So I remember there was, I think it was 6 years ago, I was in Japan actually, also for an award ceremony, and that was the first time on stage actually receiving a special jury award as well. So I remember the jury once mentioned to me, it was not particularly the perfection of my craft, because my craft wasn't, it's like, you know, just graduated, there are still a lot of mistakes, but I think it was kind of, I took the guts to be daring to make mistakes, to be daring to be different. I think this is the quality that a special jury award should have.
Wow, and that's how we know. Now, thank you so much for sharing, Ching Sheng. And let's look at the recipients, please.
And so the special mention student category goes to Chayanit and Jessica Loose Threads.
So Loose Threads is an achingly beautiful film that uses the animation medium in a way that no other medium can. It tells a universal story with impressive visual and narrative economy, portraying a grandmother trying to hold onto the threads of memory.
Both Chayanit and Jessica are being presented with a certificate of special jury mention.
Hello. Thank you, Ifa, for this award. And this film is a very personal film for both of us. It's about grandmothers and Alzheimer's. It's about the process of remembering and forgetting, and hoping that bonds and relationships still last long after our memories are gone. So, and we just would also like to thank you, our family, friends, and lecturers for their support. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chinet and Jessica. And we also want to thank Mark and Ting Sheng.
And now, we are moving on to the Open Youth Award category.
Presenters include a media veteran of over 20 years whose award-winning shows include MasterChef Singapore, The News, Lion Moms, Code of Law, Singapore Idol, just to name a few.
And a talented youth cinematographer who has an innate ability to capture stories and adapt them through different aspects of production techniques. Let us now invite on stage Michelle Chang, co-founder of Mocha Chai Laboratories, and Devamani Kandan Kanaya Somu, cinematographer, to present the next set of awards.
Thank you so much. You know, it takes a whole village to make a great film. It's not just a one-man show. All of us working really tirelessly and passionately behind the scenes. And when I heard some of the names, I was like, wow, you know, that guy was one of our interns at Mocha Chai, or some of the nominees were staff at Mocha Chai. So just want to say on behalf of my team, we are really proud of you. You have come a long way and wish you all the best. And we have 4 awards, right, Deva, to give out. And one of them is Best Cinematography. Aren't you sad that you are here with me and not there?
It's okay. They promised me the Best Presenter Award later. Yeah. No, but I feel very honored to be here. You know, I have friends sitting down there, so I feel very honored to be here. Yeah.
Okay. As a cinematographer, right, how do you feel like when your footage is edited out? I'm just curious, was there a time when you're watching the cut and you go like, oh my God, my favorite scene is cut?
Yeah, I'll just put it in my showreel and then send it back to the editor. No, jokes aside, I think if it works for the story, right, then I'm more than happy. At the end of the day, we are all storytellers, and that's what's most important. Yeah.
Okay. Back to Cassandra and Elizabeth for the awards.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Now, creativity, visual storytelling, and of course, problem-solving skills. These are all makings of a great director.
One talented director will be going home today with $1,000 in cash and an amazing package by Mocha Chai Laboratories.
So who will be our next winner? Let's find out.
The winner for Best Director Open Youth category is Vineshwaran Silva for Alter.
Now, Alter provides a fresh take on familiar tropes of poverty and the elderly in Singapore. The filmmaker made inventive and considered choices, particularly in choosing to retain the same camera framing throughout the film and bringing out authentic performances in his actors.
Now may we invite Vineshwaran to say a few words, please.
Okay. Thank you to Naifa and Skip for presenting me this award. I didn't expect this, to be honest, because actually one interesting thing is that last year when I won the same award, I was a bit sad because I wasn't able to physically be here to receive the award. And I told myself it's okay, I still got 2 more years. And so here I am, I'm happy that I'm here. Thanks to my best friend right now, Sadesh, who actually pushed me to do this film. I remember telling him that I have this idea, and all that, so he pushed me to do this. And he's always committed and always doing more than he can do, and yeah, thank you for that. And thanks to Durga, who was really a huge pillar of support during the shoot. We had a lot of issues, and she helped us production-wise. Thank you. And I would like to thank my family, who's always been there, supporting me in my filmmaker journey. Also, my wife, I just got married last month. She's always been a huge support for me and a huge critic of my films. So thank you. So Alter is actually a film where we had 8 scenes, 8 same shots for 8 different scenes. And I remember taking my time. I was thinking, how am I going to do this to make it engaging? I even took 2 weeks to just think about editing it. Thankfully, I listened to my guts and I broke every rule that I can. And I'm happy that people, the judges, understood what I was trying to do. And yeah, so thank you so much for this award. Hope to be back again next year.
Congratulations once again to Vigneshwaran Silva.
Now, we spoke about cinematography earlier and how a great cinematographer understands what visuals will excite the director and contribute to an award-winning film. So before we move on to the results, Deva, I'd like to throw you a question from our audience.
Sure.
And this question is, how can our aspiring cinematographers dramatize the emotional potential of a screenplay?
I got no answer, guys. No, actually jokes. In my point of view, right, it's so personal, it's so subjective, right? Cinematography is a form of visual storytelling. So I think what's most important is to understand the story and like how you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way. I feel there's more than one way to do it. But it's important to have your voice and how people are going to be like, how do I say, resonate with your voice, from your cinematography, film language. That's all. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Deva, for that. Now, today's winning cinematographer will receive $1,000 in cash and some really cool accessories sponsored by Sony and Cathay Photo.
And now for the results.
The winner of Best Cinematography Open Youth category is Jamie Isaac Tam, Home Planet.
The delicate black and white cinematography in the Home Planet was able to capture the delicate, nuanced faces of its actors as well as the textures of its mise en scène.
Hello everybody, I'd like to thank NIFA and Skip for this award. I remember doing this film and it was about space. And I remember just being at Recce and I told my team, I said, hey, I imagined this film in black and white. I remember everybody turned and looked at me and then they said, a space film, black and white. But I really want to thank them for trusting this black and white film. And in the end, we did something amazing. Thank you.
Congratulations again to Jamie Isaac Plum.
Moving on to our next award. Now, film editing blends the story together to make us feel emotionally connected to what we are watching. They say that good editing is practically invisible, and that film editing is probably one of the most important jobs in this film industry.
So will we discover the next Yang Jin Mo here in Singapore?
Yang Jin Mo?
I mean, he's only the award-winning editor of the Korean blockbuster film Parasite. So the winner of the Best Editing Award will walk away with $1,000 in cash and prizes sponsored by Majors Institute of Excellence.
Let's look at the results.
The winner for Best Editing Open Youth category is Charlotte Hong Bihe for SMRT Piece.
So working with different mediums such as illustrations and live footage, as well as the various frame sizes, SMRTPs is able to present something seemingly frenetic, but which is in fact thoughtful and detailed with its editing, allowing for a well-paced and vibrant work.
Hi, I'm not Charlotte. Yes. Charlotte is currently also in the States. She's returned back and she's also having quite a wonderful career back in the States. And she's a friend who I met in California Institute of the Arts. She was doing experimental animation there. Since then, it's been a pleasure to have met her because she's one of the most innovative filmmakers out there. Watching her films, you know, bring me or any viewer, I think, a lot of insight to the way her mind works. She's a fantastic storyteller, and the honesty and the sincerity that she brings to her work, I think, speaks for itself. So I would like to congratulate Charlotte, and I'll mail this award to her in the US. Thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations once again to Charlotte Hong Bihe.
Now, time and time again, the jury has mentioned how this year's submissions have really raised the bar of filmmaking, and now we are pleased to announce the special jury mention for the Open Youth category. So let's take a look at the recipients for this year.
Special mention for Open Youth category goes to Tan Keng Sheng and Yo Chi Kui. Sorry.
A seemingly unadorned film, Back to One, is a thoughtful and important meditation on the difficulties of art making during the pandemic and the challenges people face and continue to face with relationships and, of course, interaction. Either Kang Sheng or Judge are presented with a certificate of special jury mention. May we invite you to say a few words, please? Thank you.
Unfortunately, they are not able to be here today, but we are very proud of them. Thank you so much for the awards. Thank you.
So we still want to send our congratulations to Kang Sheng and Zhi Qi, and a big thank you to Michelle and Deva for presenting the awards.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My goodness, the hour just flew past so quickly, right?
Well, you know what they say about time when you're having fun.
Yes, absolutely, and all of you here have been such an amazing crowd, sitting here and sending so much love to all our nominees and winners today.
And that's why I think it's time that they deserve a round of applause.
Yes!
Round of applause to you.
Round of applause to yourselves, everyone. Thank you so much. And if you haven't done so already, please remember to follow us at Scape SG on social media and at a National Youth Film Awards on Facebook. Remember to tag us at Scape SG and use the hashtag ScapeNYFA in your posts and stories.
And if you are joining us online, like, share, and leave a comment to cheer on your favorite youth filmmakers. A little love goes a long way.
Now, you know, Iron Man, right, famously said, part of the journey is the end. So for our last and final act, let us take a look behind the scenes at how our youth filmmakers bring their dreams to life and onto the big screen.
Just, I think, simply being nominated is that, I would say, it gives definitely a little bit of that validation. Because when you are nominated, you can't just get a nod from the jury that, it's good enough to be recognized amongst your peers.
It's a reassurance of, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
The joy of being nominated for NYFA is actually more important than the win itself.
It's effectively in a way that it does motivate me to create more films.
Everyone has a story to tell, and with enough time and patience, those stories can get to be told.
Regardless of what we're filming or what we're telling, it should be stories that are close to our hearts.
My personal goal is to make a film that's able to reach a broad spectrum of Singaporeans that is both accessible but with something strong to say.
One thing that I hope to see in the future is more Singaporeans watching Singapore films.
A shift in understanding, I think, the work. It's not just about like loving local, it's loving good work, right? So I think like on both sides, the creator end and like the audience end, we all need to grow together in order to have, you know, that sort of like growth in the industry.
I think we represent a vision of what the film industry could be. We can punch above our weight.
Something I've been witnessing is there are a lot of local short films that has been very unique and pushing the boundaries. And I think those are the ones that I am really interested in, and people start to take notice as well.
I believe in pushing the boundaries and challenge yourself, put yourself out of your comfort zone, and who knows, you might fall in love with something different and might find your footing. That's where I feel you can get more comfortable after you've tried. After you travel the world, then tell a story. Rather than telling a story from a single point of view, tell a story from something you've experienced. And yeah, just push the boundaries and go out there.
Hello, hello, Shane. Welcome back to the stage. Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you. I feel like I'm an award recipient myself. But anyway, I'm back and ready to roll for Act 3.
Yes, and you know, I was really inspired after watching that video because it was full of hope and promise of the future. And I truly agree that trust makes wonderful things come together. And we can achieve amazing things if we come out of our comfort zone.
Now, speaking of comfort zones, now, Cassandra, you sing, you dance, you MC, obviously, and you act as well. As a live entertainer, how did the COVID situation hit you?
Wow. COVID was not nice, you know, it was not great. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It was very hard for my band members and I when we got the news. Immediately we had to stop work. And it was just like we were retrenched. So immediately I felt lost, right? Lost. I couldn't burn the fire in me. And I ended up working at a supermarket, I kid you not. And it was so, I mean, mad respect to cashiers and all of that, and you know, people working in the supermarket. But for a creative like me, it was just, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like something in me died, in a sense. You know, going through that period of not being able to share my energy. Yeah.
Well, it all sounds very heavy and all that, but I also want to ask you, on the brighter side of things, how did you come out of that?
Well, I mean, you know, as well, when the pandemic was much better, getting better, you know, and I saw people around me on social media, via text, video messages, people around me in the industry where they were not giving up. In fact, COVID actually gave them more stories to tell. And probably they had twice the passion to tell them. You know, and I realized if they could do it, then why can't I, right? And that, of course, gave me the hope that I was looking for throughout the pandemic.
You're absolutely right. And earlier on, we spoke about this year's theme for the NYFA 2022, endless possibilities, and the future is ours to make.
Without further ado, let's get down to the last segment of awards for films that you have created out of your dreams and indelible passion.
6 years ago, Thisbe Goh began learning the ropes of production through assistant directing for acclaimed directors such as Brian Goh Tong Tan and Bu Jun Fong. She then moved on to producing short films and commercials, and most recently, she was the producer on HBO series Folklore 1 and 2.
And joining her today is Vincent Quek, a true film lover and is one of Singapore's most fervent supporters of indie film distribution. Founder and CEO of Anticipate Pictures, he brings arts house, independent films, and documentaries from around the world into the Singapore market. Please join us in welcoming on stage our award presenters for the Student Award category. This Bigo, producer of Zhao Wei Films, and Vincent Quek, founder of Anticipate Pictures.
Hello. Okay. As a fervent fan of independent films, I am delighted to be here today to bear witness to the future of filmmaking talents amongst our youth. So I am moved by the passion. I was part of the pre-selection jury, so I've seen a lot. Suffered through some of them, but anyway, the best are here. So I'm moved by the passion displayed in your films, and I hope that you never lose that spark. Don't lose it. We can't lose you. If you become an insurance agent, I don't know what to do. Okay, we can't have any more of you people, insurance agents, selling me insurance anymore. Don't call me, I don't care. I don't want to buy crypto. And I hope it continues to grow that love for film in each and every one of you.
Yeah, that's right. And it's amazing to see so much potential and talent in our young filmmakers, and you guys should be really proud of yourselves for being nominated today.
So without further ado, let's let the MCs bring us through the first award.
Thank you so much, Thisbe and Vincent. Now, documentaries, right, have evolved so much over the years that they are no longer associated with boring, stuffy content. These days, documentaries can be intense, shocking, heartbreaking, celebratory, and of course, beautiful.
And this year's nominees for the Best Documentary Award in Student category have showcased powerful displays of human experiences. Here are the nominees for Best Documentary Film.
可是他没办法，他不能控制。可是我在他的身边，我是很辛苦。
There was a period of time where I definitely saw my helper more than my parents.
There are more animals that need my help.
鬼魂会看到我了，有感觉到了，他们要来等候我的超度。
I want to feel what it feels to be strict.
What makes wet markets so wondrous?
来。
I remember asking my grandmom, who was taking care of me back in primary school, about my biological dad's whereabouts.
他就是说，在我这边不幸福了。
The winner for Best Documentary will receive $1,000 in cash and some amazing prizes from Majors Institute of Excellence and Cafe Photo.
And over to you guys for the results.
And the winner for Best Documentary in the Student category is...
Shelby Cole, Pin.
Pin is a meditative and candid portrayal of a teenager's search for meaning and inspiration in his conversations with the monk. Much like the wisdom of the monk and the teenager's wonder, this film was both patient and, of course, curious.
Okay, sorry, I'm not Shelby either. I'm taking this film on behalf of the team. So the team members are Yeni, Shelby, Chanchi, and Wenjing. I'd just like to... Oh, she's here on FaceTime. I'm gonna... Oh, do you want to say anything to the audience at NIFA? Okay, never mind, I don't want to waste your time. But on behalf of them, Thank you so much to NIFA and ADM and our lecturers. This was I've seen them do this, and it was not an easy time, and I'm just very proud of them for being able to get this award. And yeah, thank you all for the support. And I hope to all the filmmakers out there, please continue telling your stories. Yeah.
Congratulations once again to Shelby and the entire team.
Now, this next award is one of my personal favorites. I always feel that animation is basically the act of giving life. So art, design, movement, timing, and music, all these elements come together in beautiful harmony to create a story of life. So here are the nominees for Best Animation in the student category.
Come on, Hunter. You've almost got it.
1 cup sugar, half cup butter.
The winner for Best Animation will receive $1,000 in cash and exciting prizes from Majors Institute of Excellence.
Can we have the results, please?
And the winner for the Best Animation in Student category is...
Kwek Yu-ching, The Story of Chaos.
The Story of Chaos engaged with the mythology of philosophical Taoism in a manner that is visually and linguistically adroit, while remaining children-friendly. It tells an ambitious story in an engaging and light-hearted way, with top-quality techniques showcasing sensitive care and treatment in every frame. Congratulations once again to Yu-ching.
Thank you for the award. I'm really grateful for the recognition given by NIFA. So this film hasn't been an easy journey and wouldn't have been possible without the support of my friends and family and my supervisor, Bernard Smith. So thank you for the award. Thank you.
Congratulations to Yu-ching.
Now, when you think of live-action films, some people might think of Bruce Lee, Ip Man.
But actually, the simple definition of a live-action film involves live actors with real people and animals. So the live-action films this year explore a plethora of themes from the heart of the family, human connections to self-realization. They bring to light sensitive topics like gender discrimination and internal struggles.
And here are our nominees for Best Live Action Student category.
When she saw this, she burst out laughing. It felt like she was mocking me.
Pasok si Cherry ko sa school.
Wala munang uuwi. Bigyan mo ako ng isang buwan at makahanap din ako ng trabaho.
Auntie, 怎么有高展讯？怎么现在有标嘞？爸爸，我偏在明天有高标啊嘞。
Did you sleep well?
You think I don't know meh?
I'm gonna miss you so much. You see, Shady her waist until like that.
Cuma nak Mama faham niat Adam nak teruskan MMA.
Kenapa kau tu macam ni?
Tahu tak? Ha?
如果他还在，今天那个人就会是他。
明年你会回来过新年，对吗？
Okay, let's not do Moonlight and La La Land.
So the winner for Best Live Action in a Student category is...
Ong Ka Lin Lynette for Dirty Laundry.
So a virtuosic work, Dirty Laundry used a seemingly mundane family incident to capture the oppression faced by the protagonist, who remains silent yet strong. The film sends the message that gender discrimination starts within the family and should be stopped.
Hi, I just want to thank NIFA for the award, and of course, Blurry has already thanked our entire team, but they're all sitting there. We've been cheering like mad. So I'm just so excited to be here. I just want to thank all my friends and family and everyone who has supported Dirty Laundry, and we're so excited for this award. And congrats to all the other winners from these categories too. Thanks.
Congratulations once again to Lynette.
Now, when we see performers on screen, everything looks so glamorous and put together.
Like you.
Thank you. But behind all that is a lot of hard work, dedication, and sometimes even tears. Performers put their heart and soul into bringing characters to life.
Now, the winner of Best Performance Student category definitely deserves to win these incredible prizes sponsored by Majors and the Actors Society, as well as $1,000 in cash.
So let's have the results.
The winner for Best Performance in a Student category is...
Haley Madison and Nest.
Congratulations, Haley. Nuanced and natural, Haley carried each scene with her mature and sensitive performance, a character portrayed with depth and subtlety. She is, of course, a name to remember.
Hi, so Haley and Casey couldn't be here, but
They're watching on live.
yeah, they're in school, they're very cute. So I just want to thank them for making the film come to life. And we actually only casted at the very last minute because we were looking for the suitable cast. So I'm very thankful we made that step.
I'm really very thankful for both of them because both of them have very little experience in acting, yet they were able to bring the characters to life and bring NS to life. So I just really want to dedicate this award to them, and thank you so much.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Haley Madison.
Now this year we have a new award exclusively created for the student category, the Most Promising Award. This is selected by both the main and the pre-selection jury to recognize the next up-and-coming filmmaker that demonstrates the most potential in their foray into filmmaking.
Now, amongst the outstanding films we've recognized at the 8th National Youth Film Awards, the jury felt that one in particular stood out for them. So this winner will walk away with awesome prizes from Majors Institute of Excellence and Creative. Can we have the results, please?
I remember this award, we fight a lot. But I think it's a good fight. Okay.
So the recipient of the Most Promising Award Student category is...
Pan Wenbo for The Giant Bird.
Congratulations, Wenbo. A profound and evocative film, the audience is given the space to imagine freely. A confident and literary screenplay with mature directorial control of tone and mood makes this an impressively precocious work. Congratulations once again to Wenbo. This is for Most Promising Award.
Okay, hi guys. Thanks a lot for for NIFA and for Scape for awarding me this award. And thanks for jury. Thanks for fighting over the awards, and final award is award for me. And as you can see, I'm still young and somewhat quite blurred, so that's the reason why I was short today instead of the long pants. I regret that a lot, so sorry, and sincerely apologize for that, because you can't expect much from someone who had just finished his GP paper in the morning, and then in the afternoon you have to rush through this.
Wow.
So really thanks a lot, and I'm especially grateful for my teacher, Mr. Tei Yuxian, who had, at this stage, I'm more or less trying to negotiate through all the weird stuff, like all the influences and all the kind of styles, and thanks for him to give me constant support so that I can firmly stand for what I believe in and what I want to be. And also thanks again for my dear friends who's, I think, hi. Oh, they're there. Okay, great. Really thanks for them too, for the constant support. And I always tell myself, okay, great, I still got around 15 more years to go in NIFA, so perhaps see you guys next year. And I promise I will never wear the short, and I will wear a long pants next year. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Congratulations to Mo once again. It's a guy with a great sense of humor. And thank you to our award presenters, Thisby and Vincent.
And now we shall move on to the Open Youth Award category.
Now, our next set of presenters, Cassandra, I'm really excited for. They are a female power duo. One of them has been the resident film journalist and movie critic for MediaCorp Channel News Asia and Today newspaper for the past 14 years. She has even covered Cannes Film Festival, Venice Film Festival, the Oscars, and the Golden Globes in Hollywood.
And I'm a big fan of her partner in crime today. She is a theatre, film, and television actress best known for her role as the ill-fated Song Dynasty courtesan, Jing Fei, in the Netflix cult favorite Marco Polo. She was also recently nominated Best Actress at the Straits Times Live Theatre Awards for her role in Lungs with the Singapore Repertory Theatre.
Please put your hands together for Genevieve Sarah Low, senior journalist and lifestyle editor for CNA Lifestyle, and local actress and host Oon Chu Ann.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. I feel like we need an apple box.
I know, right? So we can see all those amazing, talented faces out there.
Yes, there's so much talent in this room, and actually looking at all the snippets of the other films, I wish I could watch every single one of them.
I know, exactly what you said. So, you know what? I can't wait any further. Over to you guys. Tell us what we're gonna see. Thank you.
All right, next up, a good documentary not only informs but also sparks conversations. At the heart of documentary making lies honest and reflective storytelling. And here are our nominees for Best Documentary Film.
Coffee is life.
Coffee made my heart beat fast.
I like to make coffee, but I don't like to drink it.
I feel like I'm fighting alone. Singapore will only get brighter, it will not get any darker.
Your heart beats fast and you get that sense of achievement. And then it goes higher and higher.
I lock everything up because obviously people are snatching dogs now. So I never leave her in here.
我会踏入这一行，因为我年轻的时候读书不是很好。
What if, through a turn, the Malay boy now changes his purpose and character?
You can call me Izzat for short. I'm a collector and I'm a supporter myself.
The winner for Best Best Documentary will receive $1,000 in cash and more goodies, sponsored by Majors Institute of Excellence and Cafe Photo.
And it's over to you, ladies.
All right, the winner for Best Documentary Open Youth category is Charlotte Hong Bee Her for SMRTPs.
Powerful documentaries illuminate the human experience, and SMRTPs did just that by portraying vulnerabilities and providing a perspective on queerness in Singapore. A highly personal work, the film's approachable and dynamic visual style deem it deserving of the Best Documentary Award.
Yes, I'm not Charlotte again, but speaking on her behalf, I think she's a great friend, and I'm glad to know her. And I think she would want me to thank her family, her sister as well as her wife. It's in the U.S., and I think they all provide this very honest and powerful support system, which I think all filmmakers need around them. And congratulations, Charlotte. I'm sending all love to Chicago. Thank you.
Congratulations
Awesome
once
film.
again to Charlotte.
You know, here's a fun fact. Do you know that the Oscars only introduced Best Animated Feature category in 2002?
Oh, so it's 2022 now. So wait, that's 20 years ago.
Yes. And you know who won?
Toy Story.
No, Shrek. Shrek won the Oscar for that category.
Oh yes, I love Shrek. You could be my Fiona.
Oh.
Hey. And I'm still waiting for part 5 lah, okay, if that ever comes out.
Okay, no, I'm not sure about that, but back to our awards right here are the nominees of Best Animation Open Youth category.
I wasn't looking for anything until I came across this tiny thumbnail of a man on his motorbike.
I've met many, yet there are few I connect with.
After 7 years together, I've come to realize that a relationship is a balancing act between two people.
But we tend to fall in love with people that we're familiar with.
At the start, of course, there were a lot of tears. More of my wife's than mine.
Excuse me, how do I get to the 9th floor?
Now today's winner will be spoiled with fabulous prizes from Majors Institute of Excellence as well as $1,000 in cold hard cash.
Ladies, let's have the results, please.
Okay, they all look so amazing. It was really hard to choose, right? And the winner for Best Animation Open Youth category is Yuan Lee Elizabeth Shi for Sweat.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. The film stands out for its bold experimentation with its form and for pushing boundaries of stop-motion animation. Congratulations once again to Elizabeth.
Hi, once again, I'm also not Elizabeth. We really were not expecting this, and I already said everything that Elizabeth told me to say. But I do know that this was the most physically painful film that Elizabeth ever had to make, out of all of the animations that she's ever done. So I appreciate this, and I'm so proud of her. And yeah, thank you so much.
Congratulations once again to Elizabeth if you're watching. Now up next, the best live action films this year reflect the unsettling nature of life and yet offers us hope and joy at the end, and above all, they made us sit up and reconsider our human connections. Here are the nominees.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
இன்னைக்கு அது கண்ணை தரமா போய் பார்க்கிறேன்.我2个孩子分别到天上去了。
妈咪有打电话给你吗？
没有。
这又是去哪里
Can't dance. It's easy. Yeah?
Open your mouth, come. I feed you. Open.
If she says she doesn't want, just leave her alone.
Whatever people say, that sometimes becomes the truth.
The winner for Best Live Action will receive $1,000 in cash and sensational prizes sponsored by Milka Chai Laboratories and Majors Institute of Excellence.
And it's over to you guys.
Okay, as you can see, the standard is so high, and it was obviously amazing what you guys did. So keep making your films, keep telling your stories, keep letting your voice be heard, okay? So, this is like the big one. The winner for Best Live Action Open Youth category is Judith Tong, A Man Trembles. Wholly original film in all aspects, from story to characterization to aesthetic realization. Unearthing the trauma of the 1997 Asian financial crisis, A Man Trembles is a complex commentary on the insecurities of masculinity and captures the particularly Singaporean feeling of understated paranoia that exists in the nuclear family unit.
Hi, yeah. I am not sure what Mark and Li Xian and Judy would like to say, but I guess they'd like to thank their families and their friends and whoever contributed to the film, Lincoln, the DP, Martin over there was gripping, and everyone else, yeah. So thank you, yeah.
Congratulations to Judith.
All right, now moving on to our next award. Great performers possess an extraordinary natural talent that makes them stand out from the rest. Their finesse shines through their charisma and, of course, creativity.
Today's winner will receive an amazing bundle of prizes sponsored by Majors Institute of Excellence and the Actors Society, as well as $1,000 in cash. Let's see who the talented winner is.
All right, so the winner for Best Performance Open Youth category is Quintus Lim and Island Drifts.
Congratulations, Quintus. Quintus is a highly talented young actor whose authentic, understated performance pervades the entirety of the film. And Quintus is
Come on up, buddy.
here with us today and is making his way up on stage. Congratulations. Let's give it up for Quintus.
Thank you, Director Vivian, for giving me this opportunity. I will also want to thank the film crews for doing a good effort. I will also want to thank my parents for taking care of me during this shoot. Thank you.
Oh, once again, congratulations, Quintus Lim. Wow, so adorable. And of course, a round of applause for our award presenters, Shu and Genevieve. Thank you so much, ladies.
And with that, we have wrapped up all the creative awards in both the student and open categories.
Yes, a huge congratulations to all our nominees and winners. Now remember that if you are here with us today, you stood out from among hundreds of entries by no mean feat, and you are already a winner.
Our final award this afternoon is the prestigious NIFA Youth Inspiration Award. This award celebrates and recognizes young industry professionals who have made exemplary contributions to Singapore's film industry and have shown commitment in nurturing other young filmmakers.
This year's winner is an animation filmmaker. His love for the craft is rooted in a fascination in the magic of the medium to tell stories that go beyond the limits of reality and the expectation. His works often take on the form of surreal, at times absurdist tales that explore universal themes of connection, time or memory, and social issues through the medium of stop motion and hand-drawn animation.
And to do the honors of presenting the award, we'd like to invite on stage our guest of honor, Mr. Alvin Tan, Minister of State, Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth, and Ministry of Trade and Industry up on stage. Minister, please.
Give a big round of applause for our Youth Inspiration Award recipient, Gerald Chong. Gerald, please join us up on stage. Gerald, may we invite you to say a few words, please?
I'm Gerald Chong, yes. Okay, firstly, thank you very much to Scape at NIFA and also the greater film community for this recognition. I'm deeply honored and humbled by this award, as I'm sure that there are many of you out there in the seats here, outside as well, who are equally deserving of this. And when we think of the word youth, I think we always think of it as this precious, spectacular thing, well, being wild, being free, doing crazy things. But in fact, actually for some of us, or most of us, it's also a time of uncertainty, confusion, and self-doubt. Questions of why are we doing this? Is this even the right path for me? And am I even good enough? I think these are all questions that will have crossed our minds at some point or another, as artists and filmmakers here. But looking back, it is this constant search for the answers that fuels our passion, our dreams, and the dedication to become better artists and storytellers. So my greatest thanks to my friends and co-founders at Finding Pictures. It's a local animation studio. Jia, Mark, Ihua, and Andre, and all the amazing talented artists and animators who has been a big part of the artistic journey. When I first met them and we started making films together, it was still in the indie, low-budget kind of films. it was special. It was not for money, it was not for fame, it was really for the act of creation and collaboration. Many of the films would not have been possible without their friendship. They constantly challenged me to produce better work, more work, and I sincerely thank them. Thank you to all the constant collaborators and people who have trusted me, supported me. Eric, JX, Wei Kiong, Zhong Brothers, Ting Li, Li Jie, Ling Guo, Si En, and so many, many more. I think it's all been a huge help to the journey that I've taken. And special gratitude to my wife, who's here, Jia, who's also the co-founder of FP and fantastic editor, designer, writer, producer in my films as well. You inspire me every day. To the nominees today, my heartiest congratulations. Lots of animation makes me very happy. And may you use this time of youth to try new things, to make mistakes, do crazy films and discover who you really are. May you all find your filmmaking tribe and dream together towards greater things. Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again, Gerald. And of course, may we invite you, Minister Tan, to share a few words with our local youth filmmakers this afternoon. Minister Tan, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Shane. It's always going to be a tough act to follow after watching and seeing so many wonderful storytellers. As I was preparing the speech, I was thinking, was I also a storyteller? And I remember, in fact, just as I was editing the speech as Gerald was speaking, and it suddenly came to mind that indeed when I was 14, my father had a VCR recorder, and I was at home. I was with a classmate of mine, and we started to play around with it. We filmed one another being, as you might have it, TV, what do you call that, newscasters. And then we cut to another scene, and that was, I don't know if many of you might remember, it was one of the World Cup. And then we were doing a film about football, so newscasters, football, and everything. And then we started to cut it, and this was using VCR in those days. And we were just, as Deva was talking about earlier on, and I think Genevieve and many others, you were using this term, telling stories. And all of you here, and all of the partners here, are essentially storytellers. And what role do storytellers have to play in Singapore? Actually, a massive role. A massive role. And I really haven't gone through my script. So I'm really just ad-libbing because I just felt so much inspiration by what you have shared. So what role do storytellers have to play? If you remember, Cassandra, you mentioned earlier on in the height of the crisis, as a creative, you've had to leave your stage to do something entirely different.
Yeah.
I remember those times where we've had to also tell storytellers to maybe stop telling your stories, to artists, actors, to maybe stop going on stage. And it was difficult. I think for many, it was difficult. And try as we may, in the seat of government, we're trying to say, how then do we make it less painful? How then do we still help the industry? And there was just one rallying cry, even though in Parliament, and even though we were doing the budget and we were trying to say, why don't we help financially? The rallying cry, the one cry was, let us perform. Give us back our stage. And it was very difficult, I still remember, because it was difficult for us trying to balance between the public health imperatives and then knowing that it was so important to the arts fraternity and the storytellers. I remember that there was also a hurtful, you may remember this, where people were talking about whether the arts were essential. And there was one time when I was at the projector, we were discussing that, and I said, actually, the arts is not just essential. The arts are integral. And there's a difference. We are celebrating the 8th rendition of NIFA today. And concurrently, the number 8 is, if you flip it around, it represents infinity, and it's also an integer. And the arts are integral. It makes us whole. It helps us to tell the stories that Cassandra, Shane, many of you have told on the screens today. It helps us to tell the stories of a time where I hope never will happen again, but it's COVID times. But it's because of these experiences that you've all shared that these stories came to life and tell a unique story of Singapore, of Singaporeans, and of the community that you so love. Let me go back to my script real quick now, but really, NIFA has played that part. In 2015, since then, you have served as a platform for our youth, like many of you, to find your voice through the craft of storytelling, filmmaking, and for young filmmakers, storytellers like yourselves, to connect with one another and through to industry. We have the film facilitation program, SCAPE IV, represented here, offers an extension of NIFA, providing young filmmakers with many different support, like funding, opportunities within the media industry, as well as mentorship with industry experts. And over the past 2 years, SCAPE has partnered with the Projector Plus Objectives Film Library to showcase the short films to some of our FFP participants and NIFA winners and nominees to a wider audience on video on-demand platforms. NIFA is also a springboard for our young filmmakers into the global film industry. Many of our NIFA winners have ventured beyond our shores, earning international recognition and then bringing our local stories and storytelling to global audiences. For example, 2020 and 2021 NIFA winner Colleen Cole's films are screened at over 30 film festivals and award shows. Her work was also nominated for prestigious awards like the British Academy Film Awards. And her animation works were also screened at film festivals in France, in Germany, and Spain, really highlighting that our Singaporean youth have stature globally, internationally. We've seen also Pan Wenbo, you very famously next year said that you're going to wear long pants. You were NJC. You just won the most promising award under the student category for your film Da Niao. And I think you have more than that 15 years to go, and we look forward to many, many different awards and films coming from your storytelling book. Then Vignesh also, who's won the Best Director in the Open Youth category for 2 consecutive years. You covered scenes of poverty and elderly in your film, Altar, and I was told that you shared earlier on that you wanted to just take that vantage point from that altar. We can also celebrate the efforts and contributions of this year's Youth Recipient Award. So Gerald, you are not just a talented, and you're not just not Charlotte, but you're also a talented filmmaker by yourself. You also co-found a local animation studio called Finding Pictures, and your films have been featured in international festivals such as the Cannes Directors Fortnight. And more recently, you directed and co-directed the heartwarming music video for last year's NDP theme song, The Road Ahead, which has won many different hearts and minds. You've also given back to the local animation community by initiating the Animated Visions story development, where you mentor the next generation of storytellers. And apart from NIFA, where we are here gathered today, SCAPE also hosts programs that encourage every one of you to explore different filmmaking forms, to expand the opportunities to many of you as young creatives. SCAPE's recently unveiled many different initiatives, such as the Movement Lab, where dancers and choreographers looking to gain experience in film are supported through funding, mentorship, and working opportunities. I'm selling the koyo. There is also the Series Pitch Lab, so that you can join us, which trains young filmmakers to meet the growing demands of the industry for series writers. And then from April to May 2022, industry veterans Jessica Lee and Le Ziyuan mentored 10 participants to put together a pitch Bible and to learn how to craft episodic content. And then there is also the Film Critics Lab, a mentorship program that guides young writers to review films and spark conversations on film locally. What does this do? Well, participants in these programs are rewarded for their published reviews on local film websites like Cinema and the Singapore Film Society, and provides additional incentive for young critics to nurture your talent. You may have heard about one of the things that we're doing together as a nation, announced by Deputy Prime Minister Lawrence Wong. It's about Forward Singapore. It's an exercise launched in June where we envision a society that celebrates and also rewards talents beyond conventional academic achievements, where we create opportunities for individuals to excel in your chosen field, like storytelling. So, thank you, Scape, thank you to NIFA for continuing to empower our budding young storytellers to tell stories within Singapore and to take our stories globally and overseas. Please continue to tell your stories because we love them and we will support them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister Tan. Before we go, could we request that you join us in the center of the stage for a Wi-Fi together with the rest of everyone here today. We've got our selfie stick out.
Yes, come, everyone, yes. Please stand up if you'd like to join us for the Wi-Fi.
Wow,
come
very
please
abrupt. I thought we won't have enough lights, but yeah. Okay, I will try, okay?
Yeah.
I will try my best.
Woo, yes. There we go.
Okay. Wow.
Come on, everybody, please.
One
Thank
second.
You, Mr. Tan.
Can you hold this? Okay. I'm gonna try.
Okay, I think can sit down lah. Sit down also can. I think can. Yep.
All right,
Thank
everyone,
you.
are you ready for our first ever NIFA Wi-Fi in 3, 2, 1?
One more in 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Tan.
Minister Tan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And as you hold on to your selfie stick,
Yes,
with the
come, let me
very
help you with
atas,
that.
I got the
That's
light
right.
on and all
Yeah,
that.
I just gotta...
Like a walking stick.
Well, with that, we've come to the end of the 2022 NIFA ceremony. A massive thank you to Minister Tan for gracing us with his presence here today, and our deepest appreciation to our jurors, our partners, and our sponsors for your unfailing support throughout these years.
So just as a final word, great news for those who want to catch this year's films on the big screen. Join us for a post-NIFA screening at Somerset Youth Park on 9th and 10th September. So simply register for free on the CineWave app.
Yes, and for those who would like to relive today's awards ceremony, tune in to Adscape SG Facebook page to catch the replay of the live stream.
And outside the Ground Theatre, not forgetting, is our special photo booth decorated like a film set, specially designed by art director Junior Fong. Feel free to take some photos and pictures over there, and remember to tag us at Scape and hashtag ScapeNIFA.
So as an award finale, here is a special tribute video to all of you filmmakers who have generously shared your magic with us today. So remember that the future holds endless possibilities. So keep dreaming and keep creating, and may your passion always burn bright.
Today, I think we have arrived at a place that is the best landscape for filmmaking in Singapore than any point in time in our past.
Recognize films, and not only directors and producers, but other parts of the ecosystem, which I think it's important.
Don't be afraid to come out and discover new networks, friendships, opportunities beyond school. And don't be afraid to try and discover things. Take what you already have, the skills that you already learned in film school or as a hobby in your youth. Give it that plot that people don't always see on screen.
To all the NIFA filmmakers, we all know that today is just the beginning, because a lot of you are going to continue to submit your films to other festivals and maybe to pitch to investors or to get it developed into a series or go on to your next project. I'm excited for you, and I think that the journey doesn't end here. So please continue to go on to paint another dream.
Please continue your filmmaking journey
and create more works of honesty, passion, and stories that touch and resonate.
I've enjoyed looking at your films, and I wish you all the very best as you journey, and I hope that you discover what is it you want to be.
I think it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there, to make your film, to be part of a filmmaking team. And I really hope that you will continue your journey of filmmaking in the role that you are most interested in.
You've put in all your hard work and you've shown us what you can do and what you're capable of, regardless of the result. I wish that all the best for your future, and do push on your path and believe in yourself.
Keep telling stories that you know should be told, even if you may not be part of those stories. Tell those stories anyway, because they deserve to be heard. And never be afraid to try something out of your comfort zone.
Take a chance, all the best, and keep taking risks.